Hello friends, welcome back. I'm making my card for Craft Roulette episode 280. The project Thinking of You, colors hometown, element cup or glasses, and random add a doodle. A few weeks ago, we had that event, Paper Gansa, and during that event, I bought a mystery bag from Trinity Stamps, and it was loaded. It had all kind of things. The mystery bag that I chose was the Halloween theme, and it had a lot of things. It had dice, stamps, even this cute things that I'm gonna use in my card in here as well. So from that bag, that mystery bag, I'm using this cup in here, and I'm also using the coordinated sentiments. I'm not using the glass, I'm using the wine cup, and I'm using some of the ornaments, some of the decorations. And I'm gonna start by cutting 2 pieces in white and 2 in black. And I'm also cutting the spider, and I think this is a ghost in here, and the ghost as well. So I have my 2 pieces in white, and I already separated them. And I have the 2 in black with the little frame that it is so thin, so cute. I love it. So that's the reason why I need the black, because I'm gonna outline my glass in black. So I'm not really using this one for now. I saved them to use them later. And I cut 2 pieces of this one, but I cut them in thicker paper and watercolor paper. And what I'm gonna do is that the insert one, the teeth of the and the other ones are eyes, I'm just gonna cut them in here instead of cut them in another piece of from another cardstock and then glue them on. I want to make it like an insert on. So this is what I have now. One for the eyes and the other one for the teeth, and I have the pieces that I cut out, and I also cut from the eyes the inside of the eye, 1 in black, 2 in black and 2 in white. And I'm gonna use the ring from the black one, if I can flip that one, and then the inside, the iris from the one in white. And I'm gonna put that together. So I just wanted to show you how I did this, because I already have that part done. The other thing that that I'm gonna do is, and I already have one in here, is that I'm gonna use a silver Sharpie just to create the base of my glasses. I just color that. It will dry really fast, and you can use other methods, other type of ink. I just went with this one because it's the easiest one. Going over one more time to avoid any little lines that they show. So now we have the bottom of the stem of the glass. And I'm going to put these glasses together in here. Before I do that, I told you that I cut these two pieces in watercolor paper. So I'm going to paint them. One will be red wine, and that will be this one. And then the other one, maybe, how about like green or light green? Yep. For the eyes, I'm gonna, put glue in there and put the eyes in there. And one thing that I want these two eyes to look at each other. And one more thing that I'm gonna do, and this is, well, let's put the teeth in here. Is that since there are inside of the glass, I don't want them to look just like that. And I'm gonna smear the color that I won't be able to pull that much, just enough to make it look like when you have something in a glass and then you look through it, that it doesn't look as white as it will be if you're looking at it from outside. Just to spread that ink in there. And same thing with the green. Just put a little bit of the green, and I can pull from the side in here. All right. Let me show you this. So you could see like they are inside of the glass. For my background, I have a watercolor paper, and I cut a mask about 2 inches round. And I'm gonna add this here. Now, my paper is a little larger than an A2. Actually, is 5 3/4 by 4.5. So I just need to trim at the end a little bit around. Okay, so I'm gonna put that mask in there, and I'm gonna just smash some paint in here, and I'm gonna start with yellow. So I have almost everything ready. I just need one more element, and it's this little bubbles in here. This is the dye for that. And what I did is that I went ahead and colored a little bit for the wine, for the two different type of wines, the green and the red. It's like a burgundy, pretty colored. And I'm gonna cut the bubbles from there. But I want to do something else. Is that I want to create a border, a black border around that bubble. And this is what I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my bubbles in there, my dye in there, and I'm gonna tap my dye no more than 2 times in here, and I'm gonna cut my piece. Let's see, that's for the green. All right. Let's see if I can do this in front of you. I'm bringing my little ones in here. And you see the way these bubbles, they're gonna come up. Whoops, have them all over now. Let's bring them in here. Here's some of them, and you can see that really, really thin border around the bubbles. I'm gonna do this again, one more with the green and the 2 for the red, and I'll be back. So once you finish cutting all the pieces, don't forget to clean your dye. So I trimmed my background, and I already glued the background to the to my panel. One thing that I did is that I drew these borders around, and the way that I do that, I like to do it with a marker, and that way I can have something really, really small. And that's why I haven't trimmed my card so you can see it, but I will trim that. Let me show you how to do that. And I picked that yellow color so you could see it very well against the white. So what I'm gonna do is, using a Sharpie, whatever color you want, you're gonna position the tip of your Sharpie against the border and then go down. And if you think you need to, you know, like me doing it like this for so long, from time to time, I mess that up. But if you want, you can also use a rule. And that will give you a really, really thin border around. The back of my paper is I used it already. So that will give you a really, really thin border around, right? And you don't have to do another black mat in there. So let's put this card together. We have the 2 glasses of wine. And I want to position them just like that. And I'm going to glue these ones first, and then I'm going to add the borders. So I'm adding the little border to the glasses, and I'm just putting here my plastic mat, because what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add the glue to the mat and pick it up with the sponge. All right, so that is glue in place, and I have to do all these little bubbles that I have in here. Let me clean this area first. Okay, so let's add all these bubbles in here. And I want those bubbles to flow kind of, you know, even starting in here. And those are my bubbles. Let me show you my sentiments. Right, so I just remember I have these two guys in here, and I was supposed to put this one before the border. Totally forgot. No problem. Let's see, where am I gonna put it in here? I want it on this side. Why? Because I want this guy, and by the way, I added green eyes hanging from here. Let's put that one first. Okay, there it is. So for the sentiment, I'm gonna use a Brew for You, that it will be in here, and Happy Halloween. I'm gonna add foam tape. Okay. I have one more thing that I have to do because of the parameters, and it is the Doodle. So I'm just gonna add a line in here. Maybe I can add some embellishments in here. I have from Trinity Stamps these embellishments that they have, like little bats and stars. Let's see, I have another one with pumpkins. Oh, that one will be really cute, and we can add some of them around. Take some of these little bats and then put them just going around. Definitely two of them should fly in here. And then one here. Let's put one around here. That's good, because the embellishment will help you to move your eyes around the card. So this is my card. You know what? I think it's missing something. It's missing some glitter. I need to put some glitter around. When I lifted it and did like this and nothing kind of have a glitter, I say I do need to add some glitter. So let's put some glitters before we finish. So I have some different stickles in here. I love these stickles. And I'm thinking it needs to glow a little bit. Okay, so now I can just do it like that, and you can see his eyes are glowing, and then we get some glitter on the glasses. So it's a thinking of you card, and I didn't want to put a message thinking of you, because for me, if I say that I'm making or I'm inviting you a brew for you, it's because I'm thinking of you. A cup of glasses, I have 2 wine glasses. Hometown, these are the hometown colors during Halloween in my hometown. You always see all those colors, orange, green, purple. And add a doodle. I added the borders around the card. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for staying with me and watching my video. I hope you like it. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in another card. Bye!